First time in here. Look at all this. What is that? Yeah. Scanning. You good? You good? This is the ground floor right here. Looks lovely. Lovely. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know you got the money when you up here. Oh, wow. Oh wow. Okay, okay. As far as this. Oh, yeah. I'm the only one just like this. Everyone else got suits on. Damn. So what we doing, man?
We in the midst of 2025.
So you Mike?
Oh, summer 2025, man. We got a lot going on. Lil John TV. Um, we working on creating a large body of music and just promoting it to the people and stuff, man. Right now we about to do a little talk head interview. Um, man, y'all holla at me, man. Lil John TV. Summer 2025, Chicago, Illinois. Let's go.
You heard it first. Heard it first. So it's an actual drink room. Oh my god. That's where champagne is. That's where the champagne.
Much too good for children.
Uh, so, this, oh yeah. Our first time that's the D right there. Pause. It's up. All right. We got exclusive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. GxldBoy himself. You know, on time, frustrating. For sure.
What's up, y'all, man? We here right now. We here with Lil John, man. Y'all know what's going on.
You know,
Yeah, y'all know what's going on,
you
man.
know.
We at the track right now. It's really important that we kick this year off right, man. 2025, man. We're working on a lot of new music, and I'm just excited to be here, man. It's like, I appreciate the opportunity. I want to thank Lil John, man, and everybody, XCLNT Media. Shout out Loki, man. Shout out Cell Pav. Shout out the all the south side of Chicago, man. I'm excited to see y'all here, man. Excited to see that y'all made it this far. And thank y'all for supporting me, man, through everything. But yeah, you get it started, bro.
All right, bet. Let's get into it. Let's get it. We're gonna knock it out. All right. How'd you first get into hip hop?
Hip hop is like more than just, you don't get into hip hop, you're kind of born into it. Like, United States of America, you know what I'm saying, China, wherever you're from hip hop. Hip hop is bigger than, it's bigger than culture. It's just a language. It's more than a language. It's like a form of existence or a choice, it's almost like a choice. So yeah, I didn't really get into hip hop. I was born into it. You know what I'm saying? My parents kind of, guided me to that and like took me down that path of creativity and stuff. So yeah.
I definitely could relate. My parents put me on to a lot of stuff to help me get me where I'm at right now. So shout out to the OGs for that. So I mean, speaking of the OGs, so tell me about your early life and childhood.
So I grew up on the south side of Chicago on a street called Halsted. I actually went to high school in Richton Park in Park Forest. It's a school called Rich East High School. I went there. I attended Michelle Obama Academy, formerly known as Forest Trail High School. Forest Trail Middle School. So yeah, I just grew up there. Going to Michelle Obama Academy as a young kid really kind of showed us that this rural, like, just off the edge, like, neighborhood. It's just like, a big art community, Park Forest, Richmond Park, just really involved with the arts and creative arts and stuff like that. I went to an art school as a young kid. My grandmother taught me how to draw and illustrate, so that's why I'm so heavily influenced by like the arts and stuff like that. So that's kind of what kind of led me up the path that I am, going to like Rich East and being in the art program there, and yeah, man, just the south suburbs. I was supposed to go to HF, but I ended up going to Rich East High School. Yeah, on South Trail.
I'd be like that. I understand. Yeah. My mom put me in one school, but it's whatever though. But anyway, so like, who would you say are your biggest musical influences?
um, I think my biggest musical influences have to be number one, Michael Jackson. I'm gonna say Kanye West. I'm gonna say Common Sense. Um,
Definitely The Weeknd and definitely Chris Brown for sure. Definitely XXYYXX.
um,
Good mixture.
Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller.
One of my favorite music creators, Mind Design, MNDSGN, to like, and Knowledge, of course, too. Like two of my big creative influences and music influences. Just a large list of those, but definitely Ye, definitely Michael Jackson and The Weeknd for sure.
Okay, that's a good mixture. So it will show you really like quite stretch like expand, do different things, fit with your music or something. Okay. All right. Like, how would you describe your signature style?
My signature style, right now it changes, man. It's such a variant. It's so it's really dependent on like my environment of the times, But I would say like my creative style, definitely more of like like I'm kind of moving more to like dance, hip hop, and kind of like pop. But it's my style is all over, man. Kind of being influenced by Erica Badu, the collective, the old neo soul hip hop movement, like a large influence from them, and then just all over the place. One of my style influences, I guess, like Andre 3000, or like early Kanye West music. It's just kind of like I guess you could say it's like my style or my influence. So yeah.
All right. Okay. That being said, hearing your styles, what would you say your biggest challenges becoming like a upcoming artist?
Um, One of the biggest challenges as an upcoming artist, man, not so much just setting yourself apart, but um, finding your own goals. You know what I'm saying, and creating your own goals. Creatively, conceptually, and kind of trying to create that palette of music where you're not so okay, I'm doing this because I want to do it first, or we kind of as new artists we kind of get stuck up in like, okay, he's not doing that, so I'm gonna do it better, or I'm gonna do it the best because ain't nobody doing it. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, we always get stuck up in that, especially upcoming artists. But the toughest challenge as an upcoming artist, man, just setting yourself apart and then not losing authenticity for that. You know what I'm saying? Stay authentic and just give back to your community, and don't let oh, I'm going to Hollywood, I'm escaping my town. Don't let your music career be the reason to escape your habitat or your where you come up at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I look at it.
No, facts. I felt that. So, how would you describe your songwriting process?
Um, I'm really a vocalist at heart. Most of my music comes from like vocalization, or like tonic inflection, or just like or ideas, or just like, oh, she a baddie, she a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she a baddie, she a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Just like anything could,
Catchy type.
yeah, anything could, like the concept of anything could, like, make you think of a song or whatever. So, probably like, I'd say, okay, so really I'm a vocalist at heart, right? So it's mainly about, like, um, creating the layers and the tonic layers of, like, music theory. It's so much different stuff that goes into it. But man, like, I would say, like, me writing a song is more about, like, what I'm going through, or like what's influencing me at that moment, or like I want to make a song about Louis Vuitton, Louis, or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
that for sure.
like the room. You know what I'm saying? The energy at the moment. Like, that's what makes me want to, create.
Okay. Felt that. The energy of the room. All right. Speaking of energy of the room, how was it like performing live?
So I don't like performing live. I'm not a very big live performance guy at all.
Oh wow.
I don't really like. We kind of live in a generation of, like, people kind of holding up the phones and saying stuff in the crowd just to get canceled. For me, it's dangerous. I mean, it's not dangerous. Everybody has their opinion about live performance and, just creating stuff for people. But I'm more of, like, focused on, like, the actual the stuff that people are engaging with at home, like in their headphones for themselves. And, like, I'm more engaged in that experience. But, like, for me, performing live is just like, it's in 2025. Like, yeah, it's necessary. It's important. You gotta have stage presence. But the most important thing to me is, like, just making a large body of music content and art that people can consume themselves with and fall in love with. Because we live in a dangerous world. Like I said, people holding them phones up and, oh, you can't die. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That's the world we live in. They put the phones up. They start going crazy. They're seeing you do your thing. Of course we're waving them. Hey, it be like that. But not yet. I ain't there yet. So that shit. I got a list. Oh yeah, this is good. If you can collab with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
Right now. So artists dead or alive, right? I feel like obviously I want to say Michael Jackson. Everybody says Mike, right? Because it's dead or alive.
Who didn't want that feature?
I also, so Michael Jackson for sure. James Brown.
James Brown, GxldBoy. How was
It's a lot of, but really, mainly James Brown. I just kind of have, like, that experience of, like, I don't know. Alive, no, I'm gonna keep going down the RP list. People always say, like, Tupac or something, but no. Michael Jackson for sure. Prince for sure. Even though I feel like me and Prince would probably come up with something crazy. Like, Prince is really hard to write for. But Mike, Prince, who are some other past artists? Mac Miller, for sure. Mac Miller. Gotta put Mac on there. Shout out Rostrum Records. Shout out Wiz Khalifa. And who else am I leaving off? I'm so, that's how you know I'm like good to interview, because, man, I'm leaving off somebody, like, it's a bunch of people. But alive right now, I really want to work with The Weeknd. I really want to work with Kanye West, and I really want to work with NBA YoungBoy and Quando Rondo. And I want to work with who else we're leaving out? Miguel, and I gotta work with Rick Ross before we get it all over with, right?
You said Usher?
Yeah, Usher. I mean, no, I'm not gonna take Usher off of it, but yeah, maybe Usher.
So
Maybe Usher. I feel that.
I mean, hey, go ahead. That's your style.
I can see Usher making something crazy.
Made a song with Young Thug and it was a hit. So, hey, I rock with Thug. So, what inspires you outside of music?
Sorry.
What inspires you outside of music?
So, a lot of people know I'm a huge graphic art, not just a graphic artist, but an actual, I'm more of an artist than I am like a music creator. Definitely literature. One of my favorite authors is Shel Silverstein. Um, Also Andrew Clements, Suzanne Collins, J.K. Rowling. I'm a big. A lot of people don't know one of my favorite books of all time is Gregor the Overlander. If you look up that series, it's a series called Gregor the Overlander.
Gregor, what's Gregor Overlander about?
I can't. It's like it's such a long series, but I'm gonna tell you about it, bro. It's a great series. But yeah, man, Shel Silverstein kind of inspired my art career a lot, and just like artistic literature and the simplistic nature of explaining what reading means. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of energy, and yeah, man, Shel Silverstein, and just really good art, man. I feel like art is what inspires me outside of music because it's such a, like 85% of what GxldBoy, what Jeremy is art. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest is music. So yeah.
I feel like it's all in the same field. It can be expressed in different type of ways. So makes sense. I just picked your IG. This man he an artist too. He could do it all. He artist in two ways. So I seen you. So you got it. So real quick, random. Who's your celebrity crush?
Okay, so my celebrity crush. No. So my celebrity crush is Erykah Badu.
Right there.
No. My celebrity crush is SZA, and my celebrity crush is Erykah Badu. Let's go. No, okay.
Yeah.
My for real celebrity crush, Kerry Washington,
Kerry Washington.
Nia Long. Not Nia Long from Friday though. Nia Long from Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Nia Long when she's pregnant.
Okay.
Super fine.
Oh, she was pregnant.
Who else is my celebrity crush? I said Carrie. Man, Tracee Ellis Ross. Tracee Ellis Ross, and that's probably
Tracee Ellis Ross?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Tracee Ellis Ross, she definitely cold. She up there.
Right.
One of the older women, you feel me? I shoot at for sure. Cause I know she's single, so I was like, hey, Tracy, trying to do my ball. What's up? Stop.
That skincare too. Shout out Tracee Ellis Ross on the skincare products, man.
Tracy,
on the hair care products. We love you, Tracy.
All of them. Miss Washington. So when it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be in the entertainment industry?
Okay, my legacy. Okay, so what I want my legacy to be in the entertainment industry. I always want people to feel like the reason why I created GxldBoy was because I was a kid in high school, my sophomore year. I wanted to make something that was going to be mine. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what's lost in the entertainment industry. Yo, let me make something that's mine so they can come sign me and take me and give me an endorsement and take it from me. The legacy I want to leave in the entertainment industry is to just, never be too afraid to just still, pass your mixtape out or pass that business card out or create something that's genuinely made by you to the people and not like, always be able to stand and hand out your mixtape. Never get too big for a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And just to, have that mind frame motivate you and like, hey, this guy does all his stuff. Even to this day, I still record and curate most of the things that I, publish. So, yeah, man, I think that's the legacy I just want to kind of leave with everybody. Never be afraid to just make your own stuff, put your friends on. Going viral, it isn't all about going viral. It's about making good things and, doing cool stuff when the camera's off. I feel like that's what,
that's some real stuff.
That's what it's all about,
That's real advice, for sure. But, I gotta ask you one more. I gotta ask you one more because this the real,
I'm ready, man.
Deal.
I'm ready.
So, we already know you're talented. But which one do you want more? Do you want the music or you love the art more?
So I'm here right now. So we're here now. So it's always music, right? It's music is first. I grew up. Okay, so I used to be a part of this dance group called JT Mime. A part of the Soul Children of Chicago. We used to perform at the House of Hope. If you're familiar with the city of Chicago, it's a place called the House of Hope. So, I like music is more than than me. So obviously, I'ma always say like music is a huge. I came up dancing as a kid. I came up, doing praise dances as a kid in a church. So music is like, but the art will always be what keeps me sane. I feel like not being able to have art away from music is like insane. So yeah, and I feel like art is what makes music. You listen, you pull somebody's album up, and then you look at this. You look at the art, and then you're consumed with it. You know what I'm saying? So you really can't have one without the other. But for me, the art will always be there, and the music obviously outweighs. It's music, man. It's just it's creative energy. It's what it's what carries us. It's what carries culture.
No, facts. Yeah. I heard the first one time, first episode exclusive. I'll probably give it a title later, but that's gonna be soon future. This video gonna probably drop later, even later. But still, we is going up. We ain't slowing down. Those y'all see we back up. Oh boy, it's been a pleasure. Shout out to you.
Hey man, they've been ever since I dropped that video. They've been going crazy. They're like, where Lil Jon? I'm like, it's Lil Jon. I was like, no, it's Lil Jon. It's Lil Jon TV. It's not Lil Jon. But nah, man. I want to thank you so much, man, for the opportunity, bro. Thank you for working with Loki, bro. I appreciate everything that you're doing, man. And I see, like, you coming up in the media and stuff like that. And it's really motivating to see you do your stuff, man. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for working with me, man. Y'all with Lil Jon TV. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for this guy. Go follow him on Instagram, Lil Jon TV 98. Y'all go check him out. It might change, whatever, but y'all check him out, man. Lil Jon TV, and thank y'all so much, man. We're at the Drake right now. I want to say big thank you to the Drake Hotel. This place is beautiful, as you can see. Don't be afraid to come to Chicago and come check out Drake. Go hit the Louis store. Let's go.
Yeah.